Guys, yesterday I had just had a dream about my waiting room. It was so awesome. Now, it was a dream about a conversation I had on Snapchat with my waiting room significant other's sister. I couldn't remember what the conversation was specifically about, but I remember the end of her message. I remember it saying 111, which is a angel number, one of my favorite angel numbers. But yeah, man, I'm definitely making progress in everything. Now I'm starting to get dreams of my waiting room as well, which is so cool. That is so motivating, guys, and I definitely cannot wait till I shift there. So there's my shifting progress update. Here's one thing a lot of people do a lot in this world, and honestly, it's kind of sad. People constantly always ask what you want to do in your future. When are you going to go to college? What job are you working? Which is normal, but here's the part where it just makes it so sad. The sad part is that no one will ever ask if you're happy. Humans will always ask other humans about how one survives, which, yes, is essential, but are they going through something? Do they have missing voids that need to be filled? Are they content? How's their romance life? How's their romance life, friendships, etc.? I'm not saying I'm not saying to invade their business by asking those questions, but at least asking very vaguely is way better since you're actually talking to the person like they're a human being and not like they're some robot. Each day I go through this. Instead of thinking about what I want to do, if you guys have been watching me or if you're new to the channel, you guys pretty much already know what I want to do. Or if you're new, I'll tell you. What I want to do is shift to my waiting room, spend eternity with my significant other, and become a famous entertainer. That's what I want to do. The real question is, will I be happy? The answer is yes. That's just what I want to do, though, which says only half about me. However, the thing I am focusing on the most, other than what I want to do, but more so, who I am. Who is my DR self? Who do I see myself being in 5 years in the next reality? This is the correct way to view my calling and life in general. My DR self in my early years will live the best life in his waiting room. My first 2 years of being there, I will be a loving boyfriend. I will be the man my SO deserves and will do anything to make them happy. We'll go on adventures together, travel the world, and enjoy the Dink lifestyle. For those of you who don't know what Dink means, it stands for dual income, no kids. It's the little things I'm gonna look forward to doing with her, like ordering extra dessert at a restaurant, woohooing 3 times a week, planning vacations without worrying about consequences, all that fun stuff. I'm also gonna be an uncle-like figure as well to my SOs, nephew, and nieces, since her sister has kids. The one I had a dream about that I had a conversation with. That exact same one. Because we're dinks, we can play with other people's kids and give them back. I'll also be influential to teenagers as well, giving them life advice if they want to advance their spiritual journey. I'll be a role model. Then, after living the dink lifestyle as a BF to my SO for like 2 years, that's when I'll propose and we'll get married. So I'll basically be living the same life I was in the early stages of our relationship, except now I'm a husband. A husband who vows to stay by his wife throughout thick and thin, for better or worse. Never giving up on her. We'll be traveling the world as a married couple as well. This will be who I am for about 2 more years. What happens now in year 4? This will be a fun one because it can go either way. I can continue to be a dink, a husband, or I can take the mantle of a new role, a father. Because after 4 years of traveling and basically just living the good life, maybe now I will be ready. I will be 23 by then, and she would be 34. That's honestly still a young age for both of us to enjoy that type of stuff. This is not something I'm sure about yet, but let's just say if I do decide to have kids, sure, it will be a lot of maintenance, but it will be so much fun. As a parent, I would start off already right with having them grow up in my waiting room, which means they will turn out right. Not only that, me and my SO would be financially and mentally stable to have them raised in a good environment. We'll come back to this conversation 4 years into my WR, but as of the moment, this is everything about who I am, who I want to be in 2 years' time. Now it's your turn. Who are you in your next reality? Comment below so we can talk about it. That's it. I'm out.